Welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a super quickie tutorial on this look right here. I was super excited to use the new Colourpop Sweet Talk palette, which looks like this. Oh my gosh, this packaging, it's holographic. And then I topped it on the lid using the new Jelly Much shadow in the shade Doves and Roses. I've never used this formula before, and you guys will see me try it for the very first time. And yeah, it's just a super quick, easy tutorial. I just wanted to do something really kind of short because I know that my tutorials are always very long and in depth, so I wanted to do something just like quick and just and I love this look. I love this palette, but I love everything Colourpop does. So if you guys want to see how I created this look and how this Jelly Much shadow performs and how it goes on and all of that and my thoughts, then keep on watching. And if you're new, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you'll be notified of all of my future uploads. And without further ado, let's just get right into this tutorial. Alright guys, so I decided to kind of film this at the last minute, so I just want to kind of catch you guys up to speed. I've already primed my eyes. I used MAC's Paint Pot in Soft Ochre, and then I set that primer with some translucent powder, and now I'm creating my fake crease. I'm just grabbing this sienna kind of brickish reddish color from the... I'm going to go through this super quickly because I have a lot of detailed instructional tutorials on this step. So what I do to create my fake crease and to map out the shape of whatever eyeshadow look I'm going for, which is usually something like this, I will place a little dot on the center of my skin fold. And for those with hooded eyes, you really want to make sure that when you're looking straight ahead, you can see the line that you create. If a line like this is too harsh, you can always use a pencil brush or a pointed tapered brush, something like the M441. You can use, you know, just some, as long as it's like pointed and tapered. A really small tiny pencil brush works well too. So this is line, this crease here is about 2 to 3 millimeters above my natural crease. So I'm just starting at the inner corner and I'm following the natural shape of my natural crease, and I always kind of fiddle-faddle with it. It really takes me like 2 seconds now to just kind of sketch this out, but I'm always sitting there playing with it and just kind of making sure that I have the shape that I want, because once I have this down, I'm golden. I'm golden. So probably this step and the transition shade are the two things that I make sure it's very precise and right on, because that kind of defines for me the eyeshadow look. So it looks like something like this. I'm using the new Cheekleader Bronze Squad, and this is going to be my first transition shade, and I always use a bronzer just to kind of warm up the look because I'm a huge bronze fanatic and I love bronzer on my face. So I'm going to grab the Hoola bronzer right here, and I'm using a Smith 232 for this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this right into the crease. And it's pretty much going right in the eye socket. And once I get some color down, I'm going to start to feather it upwards. I'm using a mixture of windshield wiper to kind of lay down the color, and then I'm going to go into circular motions to kind of buff and diffuse that shade upwards so it kind of goes into the upper crease. And I'm also going to push this up towards the brow because I like how that just kind of softens it, and I really like that Kylie Jenner effect. And this is how I get that. I'm using the new Colourpop Sweet Talk palette, which looks like this. I love this holographic packaging, and I just love, love, love these shades. I just wish I could get a mirror. I do have some Colourpop palettes with mirrors, but not enough. So I'm going to go into this shade right here, which is called Meadow, and I'm going to take this on the crease. I'm also going to put a little bit on the upper crease, but I'm going to kind of start this on the outer lid because I want to start to kind of build some colors out here. So I'm just going to put this on the outer lid, and then I'm going to run this through the crease and sweep it inward. I'm also trying to hit a little of the upper crease as well. And then I'm going to run it on my lower lash line. I'm making sure that I stay in alignment, so I'm coming up here, and then I'm going to take it through the crease and then into the inner corner. All right, got to get my towel on my lap. I'm going to grab some of this bone color shade here and throw that on my brow bone. I also take it down a little bit just to kind of give that transition shade that I kind of blow out up there, something to kind of blend into so that it's kind of nice and airy up here, which is what I like. Into the Hoola bronzer and that first fluffy brush, the Smith 232 that I was using, and I'm just going to lightly go on top of that other shade now so that they kind of all mesh together. Just take this into the crease. I'm going to hit the upper crease and then the outer lid. Just kind of get it all to kind of mesh together. Taking a clean fluffy brush that doesn't have any product on it, and I'm just going to blend. I'm especially blending the edges out here so that it stays nice and airy out here, because I like a nice airbrushed look. I'm going to dust that off on the towel. I'm going to do the same thing over here. And then I'm going to go and run this through the crease and just blend those shades together. 37, I'm going to take this shade right here down at the bottom. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. Don't even have a clue. And got to switch to this palette so I can have a mirror. I'm going to lay it down on the outer lid, and then I'm going to take this right into the crease. Okay, I'm going to take this Sigma E40 with nothing on it, no product, and I'm just going to lightly buff and just kind of blend. I'm going to sit back here and I'm just going to blend. All right, so I do want to use this Jelly Much shadow. This is in the shade Doves and Roses. I'm going to pull this out. You definitely want to keep this. I think I'm just going to take what's on the back of this, and then I'm going to set this down. I probably will use the shimmers in here. I think maybe like a little bit on the inner corner, but I do want to try this. So I'm going to take a little bit off here because I don't want to get too much. And I'm putting this on the inner corner, and it's going to kind of go on the inner, I would say maybe 1/2 to 3/4 of the lid. Ooh, I can tell this is going to be so me. I just love this color. I've never worked with this formula before, so just taking it slow and easy over here. Oh, I got a little bit on my eyelashes. Okay, but so far very easy to work with. You can see that it just like kind of glides right on. Oh. Oh, it's stunning. So a tiny bit of this darkest shade right here in the palette, and just put this on the outer corner. Just like a tiny bit. I'm going to keep it really, really low because it's a dark shade and I don't want it to get too high. I'm going to kind of concentrate it in the outer V. Adding a second coat on top. The first coat had already dried, so I was good to add a second coat for depth, and I wanted to get it in now over the darker color that I just put in. I'm going to wait a couple seconds for this to dry, and then you guys know the drill. At this point, I'm going to go back in with the Sigma E47 really tiny shader brush, and I'm going to take this shade and I'm going to go right over the base. I call it the border between this shimmer and where the dark crease is. I just kind of go over it a little bit so that it's kind of, so that the top of the shimmery jelly much, I don't know what these things are called. I don't know if it's a glitter shadow, whatever it is. All right, guys, so this is the final look. I touched up my face using the Cheekleader Bronze Squad face palette, which I absolutely love, and this cookie is some serious highlight going on over here. So I used the bronzer and the blush. I also put on a little baby wing and did my lips off camera, and so this is the final look, and I can't wait to see this pop it out in the sun. And of course I'm going to set this now with the new Dewy set from Anastasia setting spray, and I'm going to spray this way because I don't want like spray getting on my stuff back here. Oh, all right, that completes the look. Thank you guys so much for watching. Mwah! I love you guys. I will see you in my next one, and don't forget to subscribe on your way out. Hit the notification bell. Love you guys. See you in my next one. Bye.